So here we are in Labview, and we're going to be showing you a quick look at the ROS package that we've been building here at the Center for Engineering Education and Outreach. So the first thing we're going to do is just make a quick program to nod Baxter's head. So we're going to make a while loop, and then just a case statement, and if we hit the button that says nod, I want to nod his head. We've made this little palette set of Baxter VIs, which is what I'm pulling from. And when we're done, we're going to close everything down. And then we're going to make a control to stop the loop. So this is just a quick little thing to nod his head, so let's run this. Let's actually make this. There we go. So nothing's happening at first, and that it shouldn't be happening, but now if I hit nod, you notice that this program pops up, and it launches a couple things, and if you just saw his head nodded. There we go again. And then if you watch everything in the background on the red screen here, when I hit the stop button, everything shuts down. So what's happening is every single time we decide we want to do something new, we launch a new server in the background that goes from this initialize function. And then we either write or read something to the TCP connection that we end up creating with Baxter. So we can also look at other things. Let's say I'm interested in reading about his joint states. And so I can show his joint states. Let's put all of this in an order. Clean up a bit. Oops. And if we run this, you'll see again this pops up. And this time we're launching just the two things. This one launches immediately, showing all of his joint states. These are the names of all of his joints and the positions, velocity, and force on each joint in radians. And then we can still nod his head. Then maybe we want to actually move his arms. So we have this control here. Let's get rid of this for now. And then I'm going to just move his left arm for now. All right, just because we don't have quite enough room to be moving the right arm. So now we have this control that we've made that's just static, but at some point this could definitely be replaced with a 3D visualization of where Baxter actually is. And so now let's see if we launch this one. Go, launches this node and two topics, and there goes Baxter's arm. And then I can drag his sliders around here to make him actually move. I can also just type them in there. So that's what we have going so far. There are a ton of other things that you can actually look at if you want. So he has cameras in each of his hands, so I can read his camera. And he has range finders in each of his hands also, so that you can break out that data, and you can really get a ton of stuff out of him. As the image of what's happening. And all of these are running mostly on 3 different VIs. So anything that's reading does an initialization and then a read. And anything that's writing does an initialization and then a write. And so all of these VIs that actually do some action or read some state of his are all comprised of those two things. It's pretty much just about wrapping everything up correctly. And so here we define the topic that we're interested in talking to, and then we just read it, and we have to parse his reply out. And that's what we have so far.